Come on.
Greetings and salutations all. And welcome to 999. Yeah.
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 My grandmother would say it this way. She was a phone operator in the first days of the phone. And you had to say nyan, nyan, nyan. You had to be retrained how to speak for all of the numbers because they were so hard to understand over that little tiny mouthpiece. Like that.
Little tiny mouthpiece.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I did not know. And 9. Remember, what's her face? One ringy dingy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anyway. Yeah. So hello to everyone. Thank you for being with us. Teri's a bit under the weather. So if you want, you can send her lots of love. That's what we want to do. And hope that she's feeling better really soon. And, you know, these eclipse energies and these 999s and all what's going on right now is very heavy energy.
Yes,
so
very.
be good to yourself.
Exactly.
Be good to yourself. Well, welcome to Dreams and Visions and Appearances. We are happy to be here. I do want to say that I wish that I could have attended on Sunday, which was the eclipse. I'm telling you, Peter sent off Carolyn Zooming on the eclipse day. That she had her military honors and had her funeral at the I think it was the Masonic Lodge in Williamsburg, Virginia, and you know, we just still hold her so tightly with us, and we love her husband, Peter, very much. Yeah. But it's just like, it's a perfect send off for Carolyn. Was a Leo, and she loved being a Leo. So, yeah, so we love her, and we're glad that she's still with us. Honestly, I see.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I just, I think about her all the time, and she's always around. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do too.
Every time I can't find my keys, I think about her.
You ask about find him, Carolyn. There you go. So, hello, Annie. Thank you for smashing the like button on everybody's channel. And hello, Bora, Janet, and Full Moon Child. And we have, let's see, it's going to look like Teri's here, but she's not. Mary Thornberry. And it's been a very cathartic day, Annie. Good. That's what the hope is, honey. You know, that this will work out well for everybody. Alice Leong, hello. Swampy, Julie, and Charlie, and Barbara Berkman, and let's see, Sonia Claiborne. YouTube is so whacked out. It is not as good as it could be. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Maureen's here. Laura snapped. Oh, you have a dream. I'm going to click it. All right. And Garnet's here. Hello, hoy hoy. And Lulu's here. Rossi's here.
Rossi.
Melissa Harper is here. All right. And let's see who else came in. All right. I think I got everybody. And if I didn't, it isn't intentional. We love you dearly. So, exactly. Amy Elizabeth, I see you here now. So I'm going to start us out. If anybody remembers, when we left last week, we said, meet up at the White House. Around the White House with blue lights?
Well, warming up for today's show.
Yeah.
I pulled that deck of cards, and the first card that came out was and that's what we
Fearless.
And we were going to put blue vapors. So this card came out.
Mm-hmm.
And then the card that says up.
Wow.
With all that blue.
Okay. All right.
And then the card return to spirit.
Oh, okay. So the residual energy goes back to spirit because we'll probably need it again.
Yes. Yeah. And I did get there, and I do have a skip. I got there 2 nights in a row.
Uh-huh.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't, but I had some other
experiences. You know, there were, I think I know I saw Rossi, but I was way up on top of the Capitol building.
Oh, you were on the Capitol, not the White House. Oh,
right.
Very
and
cool.
Uriel,
very cool. Yeah.
Uriel had given me raven's wings, the color of that card. And just as this card has fern-like fringe around it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what the wings look like. But it was draped over me with the elbows that you see on dragons a lot, right?
Uh-huh.
So that elbow, it was more like it was a invisibility cloak from Harry Potter. Yes, Rossi, you were there.
Rossi, you might not remember, but you were there. Yeah.
Right. And then the
Yeah.
next night when I got back there a second time, again, I saw the White House and I was blowing the blue vapor, but the White House wasn't the important part.
Oh.
And then I was shown a Byzantine cross, an Orthodox cross.
Yeah.
In Byzantine fashion, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I think of the Orthodox, it's like, they still do things the old way. And this is yay. And this was like, we got to break out of that. It's nice to respect that stuff, but you got to break out of that. And that night, my wings were opened and I was flying. So I was just flying around.
Aren't you cool? That's cool.
It felt great.
I know. So Lauren Hunsinger said she was there one night, but
There
you weren't,
go.
Kelly, is what you're saying. I wasn't there. No.
Not that I'm aware of. I don't remember being there.
Yeah.
Well,
So
and I don't think anybody even noticed because I was on the Capitol building.
That's true. You are getting the big picture.
And at the very top of it, there is a stairwell with all these different platforms above it.
Okay.
So I, was like not visible all the way around it anyway.
Uh-huh.
Because I was on the dome.
So all I've been dreaming of that I can remember for the last week is libraries. Libraries. It must be the Akashic records. I don't know.
Yeah,
but,
I would think so.
I'm putting books away, sorting books. And then I had a man come in to the library and I think he had like an animal with him. And they're like, you can't have that animal in here. They were, and so he got really mad at the librarian. And so she didn't push it. She let him stay. But I was walking up the stairs with all these books. And then he decided to have a meeting in the middle of the library. So I'm wondering, it's either that or it's my meeting I'm having tomorrow that's full of information. I don't know.
Well, that could be. But even you're pulling out of the Akashic for even tomorrow's meeting.
Yes.
And with as strong of an Akashic reader as you are.
Yeah.
Here comes your upgrade.
Here comes my upgrade. Oh boy. Animals are always welcome, Melissa Harper. Well, that's good. Because Keith brings them into every venue we ever go. He just walks right in with them. He doesn't even care. And,
very few places stop you now.
I've noticed that. And, there are some that are really sticklers. And I guess I understand that. But he walks into the grocery store with them all the time. And April is just like walks right in and everybody goes ooh and ah. And they just love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so yes, for those of you who came in late, put your dreams in or anything else you might have. And thank you all for being here. Teri is not feeling great tonight, so she is not here, but this is streaming on her channel as well. So just so you guys know. And so we got a few that came through that I'm going to start with. And what did the other two go away? They did. Oh, I'll be damned. The ones I posted before the show aren't there anymore.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
Oh,
okay.
No.
That's all right. I've got them in my email, but it's just weird. Yeah. You haven't been remembering your dreams and you don't know why. It might be protecting you, Maureen.
Yeah.
What do you ladies think about that idea? If you can't remember your dreams,
I do think it has something to do with protection. Because I think there's times where, because like last night, I don't remember anything, but I was so exhausted. And I think some nights we just need a break. And not that we're not doing work and whatnot. I think we still are, but I think some nights we just need a night off.
Well, especially if you're used to remembering your dreams, or you wake up and you dreamt and you can't put it together. And it is your habit to be able to put it together. It's protection. I agree with you.
Yeah. and they say the ones you really remember are the ones that they want you to remember, I guess is the best way to say it. If you remember it, and especially if you remember it from a long time, like they're repeating or whatever, then absolutely you
or even dreams from your childhood that were so impactful that you still remember everything about it, the vividness, the colors, what you said, what was said to you.
Right. Well,
I had that dream. I think it was last week that we were all at Aley's house, and we were all at Aley's house, and you had an Olympic-sized pool, and we were all in the pool, and having just a fun old time, and all of a sudden you said, "Okay, girls, we have to go fishing," and we're like, "Okay." And so we take off. We take off to this park, and we all have our fishing poles and our tackle boxes, and we're heading down to the water to fish. And all of a sudden I turn around, and there is this super, super tall man, and not of this world. And he had like a deer skin cape over him. And I remember telling you all, look. And you guys turned and looked, and you're like, yeah, it's no big, it's no big deal. And we just continued on to go fishing. And yeah, that was.
And I went fishing with you.
You went fishing. Well, and that was the whole thing.
Led the way.
It was her idea. Yeah.
Wow. That's cool. And Rossi said she's been at a gathering at my house too.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep. Maybe you're it's what is the one? It's not deja vu, but it's remembering in the future, whatever that is. Future vu. I don't know. Future woo.
Future woo woo.
Wow, that's something else. And I think that you can go fishing for a lot of different things. It's kind of like being at the library. It can mean a lot of different. So going fishing, you could go fishing or go down deep to find what you need to find in order to move forward or something.
Right.
Yeah, I love that. Hello, Edward. Good to see you. All right. Yeah, future cognizant. Thanks, Annie.
Yes,
I love that.
Annie. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with Annie last week on our show. It was fun talking about clouds. I just loved that. That was fun.
It was great.
Yeah.
That was a great show.
So let's see where our stars are here. And I'm going to start. Well, I've got up Lorraine's, and then we'll do Anya has one, and then we'll do the others that just posted. So Lorraine, my dream, there were soldiers in brown uniforms. They all turned their backs to who they were working for, and all laid down, held rifles straight in the air, leveled them facing who they had turned on, and I knew they were ready to fire. I was hiding behind a tree watching. Unfortunately, I woke myself up crying and didn't get, oh my goodness.
Wow, brown shirts. That's the first
brown shirts. That was the fascist name of the group in Italy during World War II, who were kind of like the SS, only they were the brown shirts. Wow. Or unless they work for UPS. No. But that's a really fabulous dream. I really think that's a fabulous dream.
Yeah, I do too.
And this is what we're hoping for, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That we're going to say, no, we're not going. If we're waiting for the military to say, we don't want to get involved with this anymore. We're just going to lay our instead of laying the guns down, they laid themselves down, though. What do you think about that, ladies?
Well, they're laying down all their arms.
True. These,
right?
And the guns. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I think it's a little bit of what's going on now, and I think it's past life stuff too.
It could be. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I pulled a card for you, Lorraine, and I got, well, the first one I got let go, releasing the past, and it seems kind of ironic that we're in the 9/9 eclipse, and it's all about releasing and letting go. And so if you've been holding on to that memory of the past, that it would come up now for you to let go. And it could be what's going on in the world right now is what has allowed it to come to the surface in order for you to let it go. And then I got empathy. And I mean, you had empathy for everybody around you. And then the reason I was thinking too, that was a past life, because it actually did say past life, and it said, remember, that you're remembering it. And and this was a positive one. It was birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming of the new world into being. And I think a lot of this just has to happen in order for the new world to be birthed.
Ooh. Wow. Okay.
Did you pull cards, Aley?
Not yet. No, go ahead.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I got reinforcement.
Oh, I love that.
Right? And then I got navigation. Sorry. And then the last card that came out was obstruction. Oh, wait, sorry. Where is it? There it is. Obstruction. So when I look at these three words in a row, they have reinforcements coming. There are others that are going to join them. And that what is the holdup right now is navigation around this obstruction. I'm sorry, I keep putting the wrong cards up. Around this obstruction. How are they going to get around this so that it is a total surprise? So I think there's prophecy in this dream.
I do too. I really do. Yeah. Lorraine, I know you may not be here. She doesn't feel that good either, she told Teri, but if you're watching later, I think, we do absolutely have prophetic things. And I like this, Rossi. It could be the National Guard turning on 45 as well.
They're picking up trash. And this whole thing with Chicago is ridiculous, as well as the other places.
We know. That's why they're only pulling National Guard from all the southern states that are more red than blue. So that those folks they don't care. They don't like us liberals,
And didn't they just rule yesterday that the lower court that said he can't do that in LA with ICE said, put a stay on it and said, yeah, he can do that in LA with ICE?
Oh, God. Yeah.
They had the Chicago Bears and Vikings game on last night, and it was in Chicago. And so, they always show, pictures of the city, and I'm like, oh, look at how beautiful it looks. I don't see any fires or, it's
it's not going on there.
Yeah.
They like
she is here. She said she was hiding behind a tree at the base of a hill. I hadn't thought about it being a memory. Well, it could be both, Lorraine. It could be that you're bringing together now and then and seeing the similarities, perhaps. It could be something like that. Exactly. Yeah. All right. So, letting go a dream. Who dreamed the brown shirts? Let's see what else here. Mary says she sees brown shirts all the time and have wondered if it's energy from the past. I've hid them before in trees and making them like a camouflage sniper. Have not had that dream in a while.
Well, didn't the brown shirts turn on Mussolini?
I think so.
Who shot him after they hung him, after they castrated him?
And his girlfriend, right? His mistress. Yeah. Yeah. Wowee. Wow. Well,
we should look that up historically. Rossi, can you look that up?
Yeah, look it up, Rossi. I think so. There you go. Yikes and yuck. Yes, Annie, that's perfect. Yikes and yuck. For those of you who are new, and by the way, I did put last week's dream show. I elevated it with advertising, and we had about 3,000 or 4,000 more people watch it. So I think we'll have more people coming And anybody that's here for the first time, welcome, first of all. But also realize that you may not remember your dreams right now, but the longer you come to these shows, the more you'll start remembering dreams. It may not be every week. Like Kelly says, sometimes we just need to rest.
Well,
But
and, and sometimes someone is going to say something about their dream that's going to trigger the memory in your mind. I've had that dream. Yeah. Or how many times does that happen? Oh my God, we're sitting and talking. We haven't exchanged our thoughts on this yet. And oh my God, I was there. Oh my God, Rossi, you were in this dream, or you're in this. Brown suits were also betrayed by Hitler.
Thanks, Rossi. Yes.
Yes.
Bernadette, thanks, honey. Thanks for being here. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Hi, Iron Fire Horse as well. It's Jen. Everybody that's here. So you found us all here, and you've documented your dreams and occasionally figure them out. And it's so much fun to do, isn't it, Lorraine? Yeah. Yeah. Rossi for the win. Yeah. Rossi should be on the show with us, but
absolutely.
Rossi kind of doesn't want to do that. So brown shirts for Hitler's thug army. Oh, that's what ICE is.
Yes.
Wow.
Very good.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you, dear. And Pamela, I'm glad it's helped you. I know it's helped Annie remember her dreams. Bernadette will ask your question. I'm taking them in order. So if you want to hang out, we'll ask your question or talk about your question as well. Yeah. Anybody that has dreams can certainly put them in. You can also each week send to any of us at any of our channels dreams, and we will bring them in. It's easier to type than to be here all the time. So there you go. I'm going to wait on Anya's dream because she says she's not going to be here till like 7:30 her time. Okay. So, all right. So we have Sonia. I have a dream about this old Native American church where I seen what appeared to me the people who were probably had their funerals there outside of the church, like in the car if they wrecked. So I'm guessing that if what you're seeing is the cause and the effect, so to speak, like if they were in a car that got wrecked, you see the wrecked car and then you see their funeral. Is that what I'm getting, Sonia? Ladies, I don't know if that makes sense to you. But this is a dream. Native American, that's really interesting. They don't typically go to church.
Well, and I think she means that it was like I hope you're here, Sonia.
Yeah.
That the car itself was their coffin.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Well, let's see if we can get some clarity here. All right. Oops. All right. I don't know if she has it. Hi, Karen Robinson. All right. There were so many dreams, or there were so many people. I will tell you this, and I want Kelly, I know you have something to say. When I first came to Seattle, I went to find Chief Seattle's, or Chief's, his real name was Self, Chief Self, like stealthy, but self. And he eventually was named Chief Seattle. And of course, Seattle was named after him. But he was buried in a Christian cemetery. And that really just confused me. And I think probably it was because the powers that be told him he wouldn't, he needed to convert. They were doing all that stuff at that time. So I'm wondering if that's where that's coming from, that they may be outside of a Christian cemetery, even though they may. Anyway, Kelly, what do you want to say?
Well, the only thing I was thinking is that it had to have been more modern times, before.
Well, a car, yeah.
Yeah.
With a car, yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Wow.
Well, I'm getting it's bury my heart at Wounded Knee.
Oh.
And it happened again in modern times. Remember?
Uh-huh.
The last uprising in Free Leonard Peltier.
Uh-huh. Yep.
who didn't do what they say he did.
Right. Right.
So the cars are the metaphor for the horses and wagons that the military had, that the F troop had, and they are still there. Yeah.
Yeah. The priests are still at these reservations. They're mandated.
Right.
Oh my God.
Well, and there's been a lot of conversion because of the damage done during Wounded Knee, before Wounded Knee, and then even worse after Wounded Knee. And the card I got was, I went old school and pulled out Pamela Coleman Smith anniversary deck, and there's extra cards in there, and I got a funeral. It's a crypt, right?
Wow. Yeah.
And everyone, we love you, everyone around the angels, but those are more like muses. They don't look like angels at all. And then I got the Hierophant.
Oh, spiritual. Yeah.
Yeah.
The priest, the Pope. Yeah.
The priest, the Pope. But more importantly, they had their own spiritual ways, and they weren't being allowed to do it, because the Hierophant also represents you being your own spiritual guide.
True. Kelly, anything else?
I pulled a card. I pulled Star Gathering, Stars Aligned, Remembering Home and Soul Family. And so, I wonder if this doesn't have something to do with that. And then I got Compassion, and talk about having compassion, attending a funeral and actually being able to see that. And that we should, that compassion that we do have for Native Americans.
Absolutely. Well, Sonia says it's close to Fort Sill, where they captured Geronimo.
Right.
And I do remember this, Annie, that it was against federal law to do ceremonies or to drum. And of course, now that's not true. Although the eagle feather is only allowed to be held onto by Native Americans. So if you're not Native American, you can't have an eagle feather because, eagles are endangered anyway. But and because you lived in Oklahoma, Sonia, you've got the spirit of those warriors, those people. And as time went on, they did die in different ways than they would have in the past. So yeah, Rossi might be right. She's saying your mediumship skills are coming in. That might be right.
Oh, yeah. And it is the eagle feather, but it's also all raptors, because hawks have been on the species list. And these are not religious. These are symbols.
Spiritual.
Faith.
Symbol.
Yeah.
In Native American tradition.
Yeah. Wow. Well, Sonia, I'd be very interested if you had more dreams like that. And I think it's being influenced by the area. It is very sacred. You're right.
Yeah.
Or hawk feather. You're right, Sonia. So yeah, you're right in the midst of it. You may get some real clear illumination in this, but it is also the idea of going back to the old ways. And don't you think we need to do that here?
Yeah, I do.
I saw a man who was in a wheelchair, and he was a Native American elder, and there was a short of him, and he was getting after the ice people, and they were saying, "Where are you from? Where are you from?" And he said, "I'm a Native elder, and I've done this for years and years, and I'm not supposed to be out here doing this anymore." Right. Where are you from?
Good for him.
I know he was fabulous. He really was. And he had to have been in probably his 60s or his 70s. And as I say, he was disabled, but they've been here. They were here first. You know, they were the ones.
This is their land. We're on land.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Bernadette, we have them in order of when people post them, and then we get to them when we do. Okay. And usually just one per time. Next week we can take another one. That's fine. So, yep, spiritual. Mother Earth. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I think that was a beautiful dream, Sonia, and thank you for sharing with us. Yeah, that's awesome. So Lulu had a dream. She was in a house and it felt as though it was some sort of zombie apocalypse. There it is again. There was a gunman in a room, a gunman and a corpse in another room. And I looked in on them and shut the door. And I went to the front door and unlocked about 7 deadbolts. Number 7, we're going to remember that. Went outside with the Doberman and we're just walking down the street like nothing was wrong. I think that's what you said. And my query is, was that my intro to my spirit dog? Wow. Okay. I like the other part of the dream too, though.
Yeah. I mean, I first of all got a vision of Better Call Saul.
Yeah, Breaking Bad, Saul.
Yeah, Breaking Bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then number 7 being, there were 7 locks on the door, being lucky. You know, it was lucky that there was seven locks.
Yes.
And with the dog, you know, you walking out and being calm, it really does feel like it could be your spirit animal. And the thing of it is we can have more than one too. So I mean that could be one of your spirit animals.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And your protector.
And your protector. So I pulled transition, and that's what we're going through right now, Lulu. Everything right now in this week is all about leaving behind what no longer serves us and releasing. And so it's interesting because the gunman was in one room with nobody else, I think, and the second one was in with a corpse. So it could be that the gunman here was waiting, but this one had already gotten rid of this person or let go of what was holding them down. And then, but you went to the front door, and the front door is where you greet people or go out to your main road. And you have this Doberman who is a very, it can be a loving dog, but it can also be very, I won't say it attacks you, but it's a defensive dog. Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why they cut their ears, so that you have this innate fear, because they look so different when they have
like the devil
that hang down under their chin, you know, like a like bloodhound.
Yep.
I looked up Doberman rather than just dog. So Doberman is extra strength, courage, loyalty, just like dog, and protection. And so the cards that I pulled were in the herb astrology deck, right? Okay, so this is Venus and Pluto, and it is about the beloved. Well, a dog is loyal and they love you and they will defend you to their own death. And then I got the sun and Venus. Again, she comes up, and this is about the protection. Rue, the plant Rue. And of course, we have this giant lion, and Dobermans are big dogs, not as big as a Dane, but they're big dogs. And then lastly, I pulled Blue Lotus, which is about intuition. So you're the one who said, "Is this my spirit animal? Trust your intuition by all means."
Yeah.
And I pulled trust. Yes.
And it sounds like she did, because she said she walked down the street and she wasn't afraid of anything. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Even in the middle of the zombie apocalypse. What do you think?
Right?
I mean,
Don't you feel like it?
Yeah.
It's lots of courage and lots of trust.
It is. And we are kind of going through a zombie apocalypse. It isn't, the energy isn't always the best. So there you go, Lulu. So yeah, I hope you find your baby. You will at the right time. So that's awesome. Okay, so I see you here, Anya. I haven't read for you yet, and we will do that. Okay, for your friend. So Jules, you dreamt you wanted a Merkaba. I'm not sure.
Merkaba. I've heard it both ways.
Oh, you have? Okay. To hang over my bed, even on the chain of my ceiling fan. Oh, okay. Some details aside, then a big beach ball size Merkaba appeared, and it was hanging out above me. Ooh. Well, it wouldn't hit you in the head if it was heavy. If it was a beach ball, it would just bounce off you.
Right.
Well, and first thing I get, Julie, is that it's just your validation. This is what you wanted, the ceiling fan Merkaba, and there was another one too. And then
you want to hang over a bit.
Yeah, and then you see the beach ball, and they're like, okay, we're going to make this really big so that you notice it, and so that you move forward and get this done. And sometimes they have to go big, and so and where's your favorite place to be is the beach, and so it makes sense that they would do a big beach ball Merkaba to get your attention. So I would be on the hunt for a Merkaba.
It's so funny because I've never pulled this card. You guys may have, but I know I've never pulled this card, and it is commit.
Oh, sure. Yep.
I've never pulled this card. I haven't. And it's, you've made your commitment to your spiritual journey, and they're showing you exactly what you wanted in your dream. And there it is. And look, it's round like a beach ball.
Yep.
Anyway.
Well, and I pulled 2 cards, and this is have faith.
Okay.
Have faith in your own ability to manifest in this spiral of foreseeing that is coming your way.
Yep. It is a new adventure for you. That's
and
wonderful.
That's exactly what I pulled. Adventure.
Oh my God, Julie.
You got adventures waiting for you, Julie.
Right?
Yeah.
Good going.
Oh, what do you want to manifest for me tonight?
Right?
Right?
Oh, that's awesome.
I'd look at Oriental Trading Company, because you never know. Beach balls on there have all kinds of different shapes and sizes.
Yeah, you never know. Or maybe you could even just have like a Merkaba piece of paper and put it on a beach ball. I don't know.
Exactly.
That's crazy. Anyway, thank you so much, Julie. That was wonderful. I'm going to go back to Anya's because she had emailed it, and then I will continue on with those in the chat who put theirs in. So she says, this is a question from a close friend who began as my energy healer instructor. She was trying to get to sleep 2 nights ago on the full moon eclipse, and her black kitty, Sasha, age 14, was in her bedroom, but not allowing her to sleep. So she put her out of the bedroom and closed both the bedroom door and the door from the bathroom, which connects to the rest of the house. No entry possible. Sasha kept scratching at the bedroom door, which only made my friend upset. But then she finally gave up. I'm sorry. About 1 a.m., my friend felt Sasha hop onto the bed and reach out to pet her. The room was very dark. After a few minutes, Sasha hopped down and scratched at the door to be let out. It was at this point that my friend discovered that both doors were still closed.
And
okay.
Sasha was in there?
That happens a lot at our house.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. She does say that Sasha is an animal. If another energy takes over, her eyes will change color from green to brown.
Oh, wow.
So who was Sasha using to get in the room? So could it have been somebody like an apparition or a presence that was in the house that opened the door for Sasha? Or can Sasha shapeshift and get under the door? I don't know. Yeah.
Well, this is probably like living at the Plasma Ranch, Sally.
That happens at your house, Kelly? Really? That's amazing. Yeah.
Especially with my son's cat. He will he'll all of a sudden be in the garage and nobody has let him out there, but he's wanted to go out there, or he'll be out in the garage and all of a sudden he's in the house and nobody's let him in. And it's happened in our bedroom here too. The doors don't open and all of a sudden they're there. It's my feeling is it's just Sasha. And I'm getting yes. I'm getting it was Sasha just manifested her way through that door. I mean, I'm getting a big yes on that.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of, and I know this is not it's like when you have a mouse in your house, and they can get in, make themselves flat, and just get into these teeny tiny holes. Now, I'm not saying Sasha could get under the door, but then you got to wonder. And I've seen rabbits also outside get under my fence that has maybe this much room.
They know how to flatten themselves. And how many times have people said that about cats? Right?
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. She wanted to be in there that much. That's what actually happened. It didn't happen that Caramel could get in, but she didn't like, when she was alive, she didn't like being outside of the door. She wanted to be in, so she'd scratch it until I, lose my mind. But I really wanted her in here. She said, for me, it was, I have to be in there. That's part of why I'm here. And I'm feeling that that's what Sasha might have said to your friend. I'm your soul cat. You can't lock me out. I'll find a way.
That's beautiful, because that makes these cards make sense. So we've got surfacing. How does she vaporize herself and turn up in your room, right? Or has she so smart she knows how to shut the door? And then we have this fierce compassion. And what do we have? We have a female cat, right?
Yeah.
So that compassion means just what you said. I have to be with you.
I have to be
You don't understand.
Yeah.
And then the next card that came out was, she has a vibration that allows her to do it. That puts synchronicity with that surfacing card. All those bubbles of that other card as well. Right? And then lastly, it is a vision quest. So her demanding to be with you. Look, you're on a vision quest. How did she get in? Now, trying to envision how she got in, just knowing she can, this is how you solve your own riddles with vision quest of Native American traditions. You sit in that meditative state and all of those things, which is kind of where we are when we're in that lucid dream state, right?
That's true. Yep. Anything else, Kelly?
No, I think it happens here. And so it's crazy, but I do think that they can do that.
At least it's a good thing, and not like the neighbor's cat being in it or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like my neighbor's cat jumping.
This is a dream ritual is the name of the oracle cards, Julie, by Teresa Cheng. And when we started the Dream Channel, all the girls, I gave them all a box of these, and so we use them a lot.
Yes, you do.
Right, they just seem to fit the right answers, and so all right. Pamela, you had this dream on 9/5, a view of clouds and trees. At first, it was blue skies and clouds, sunshine, but still smoky, smoke in the air that built up and grew worse over time. Then there was an orange hue as the sunlight dimmed. All right. We're having a lot of people that are having fires. Aren't they coming into Michigan?
Oh my God.
From Canada?
I wake up every morning not able to clear my throat.
Yep. And of course, Kelly gets that in California an awful lot.
And that's exactly what happens when there is a fire. You get that orange hue in the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's that time of the year, Pamela, and I don't know where you are, and I guess it doesn't even really matter, because I know when I did my energy insight and predictions that this month there was going to be more fires, and that we really needed to be cautious of the air quality, no matter where we lived, and there may not even be fires, but we still needed to be cautious of it. And so it could be that you're having prolific dream that this is going to be happening.
Yeah.
Right?
I think it's smart to pass along also that let's see, what do I want to say? The thing that created the pandemic, that disease, is heightening right now, and they're suggesting people to wear masks. And if the same when you're dealing with fire in the air, you might want to be wearing the heavier mask. So you're in Rhode Island. Oh, that's far away from the Canadian border. Wow. Well, you could be thinking about another place. It doesn't have to be your place. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Any place where there's trees, the fire can be underneath on the roots for years before it busts.
Yep. Wow. Wow. Did you have any cards, Diana, or anything?
I did. I got the hero's journey.
Oh. So
if taking this card, just looking at that card with this type of a dream, I think that there's some prophecy in this, maybe about a forest fire or a fire close by. Somehow you are the person who alerts if it's a house and a family is in there. You get them out. You see it happen first. So I'd be watching for other omens and messages that would come to you just to trigger you into action, to take care. The other thing that came up was commit.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. The second time I've seen that card.
Right?
Oh, I don't remember seeing that card in that deck. I really don't. No.
I can't remember you pulling it, quite honestly.
No, I can't. Yeah.
But not that we've been doing this for how many years? So,
yeah.
But that is, I mean, be ready for something to happen. Be prepared. That's what the commit is about too.
It's the Girl Scout and Boy Scout card. Be prepared. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So Melissa Harper, the only dreams you remember are from college 25 years ago, but the location is different every time and not what the campus West Point looks like. You're always lost and late. I'm glad you brought it up. There are recurring dreams around missing classes, forgetting that you didn't drop a class, forgetting that you didn't get up to go to class. And I have had a lot of college dreams for a long, long time. And so those are those dreams. And usually it has to do with worry over something that isn't finished. With me, it's I don't drop my class. And so I'm going to fail, because if you don't drop the class, and I have it even to this day, there's some kind of fear of failure, perhaps. I don't know. Ladies, we've talked about this before, haven't we?
Yeah, I have a similar dream where I can't find my locker, and then I do find my locker, and then I don't know my code to open the locker, and it's complete panic. And so I do, like Aley said, I think that there might be something in your life that may be reoccurring, that there's that inner fear, and that something of not being completed. I pulled regret, and so I don't know if there's some regrets there, and it is interesting too, because I know even with my dreams, I'm not always in the same location. It's always different, but it feels like the school that that I've been going to. And then I pulled heal. And so I think sometimes when we have these dreams, as like Annie said, they're full of fear and anxiety. They do come through, and I think it heals aspects of ourselves when we have them. It doesn't necessarily always feel like it, but I do feel like when we are having these dreams that it is healing for us.
Well, and I love that you said that, because I got reconnect.
And I got observe.
Oh, there you go.
And so it's you're reconnecting to those times that you were in school. You're observing what they are. And, maybe you can then wake up and think, well, I dreamt about it so I could release it. So there you go.
I also got the soul card. So there is, with this reconnection and everything that you gals have said,
Mm-hmm.
you know, your soul wants to reconnect with something that really did happen back then.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you can't remember it.
Yeah.
Was the
That's right.
feeling that carried you forward.
And you know what else? I don't know when the dream was or if it's recently, but it's September.
Oh, back to school.
Yes, Aley.
There are some people that wish they never, me included, and I'm teaching, but it's always like September. I can go back and have new classes and see my friends and all that. Yeah, never lasts long enough.
The smell of the fresh waxed floor.
There you go. Awesome. Thanks so much, Melissa. And welcome to those who came in. I see someone's here from Greece. That's wonderful. We're happy to have you.
Hello.
Helen from Greece and other folks that have come in since we started and welcome. So Jane says it's helping her remember some. Mostly she has recurrent dreams searching through many roomed buildings and usually not alone. All right. So if it's a house, let's just say you thought it isn't a building necessarily. I spend a lot of time in malls. I spend a lot of time in hotels and motel room. I don't really know why, but it's possible that it is a part of you because the house or the building is part of our body. So the attic is up here, and we know what the bathroom is, where that area of our body is. We have, let's say, the living room and the bedroom, and each part of our body is represented by body parts. If you're not alone, perhaps you have just asked for assistance. Those could be guides. That could be a past life, that kind of thing. Ladies, what do you have to say?
Well, I got the commit card.
See, I did too. I pulled commit. Yeah.
Aley, I think they want you to see this.
I have to commit to
this
something
card
tonight.
is really in the deck.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yeah, that's
And-
amazing.
and-
I got purpose. So.
Well, the other card that I pulled was the Akashic Records.
Oh, it could be past life, Jane. Yes.
Yes. And you're committed to
Yeah,
finding.
you're committed to it.
Just like in the last dream, you're committed to finding something. Where did you leave it? What lifetime did you leave it? Sorry, Kelly.
Oh no. And mine is secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, initiations. And so, kind of the same as the halls of learning, the Akashic, all of that, just, discovering, the learning. But yeah, secrets revealed, treasures uncovered.
Uncovered. I think it's funny that what do I get is the Olympic-sized pool that we are. And you're saying we've got to commit to getting. You commit to Aley to get on.
Yeah, right. We're getting you a pool. Right? I'll come in.
Oh my goodness. All right. So Bernadette, thank you for yours. You say that you have a lot of visions, and I have a lot of what I call visions. When are they past life visions, and are those actually dreams or visions? And the key here is, what do you think they are? And I'm not trying to throw it back on you like that teacher does all the time. Well, why don't you spell it? Why I'm asking that is it because it feels familiar to you? Is it something that you feel comfortable with? Because usually when they're either past life visions or you're communicating with somebody from the other side, it's like a meetup place. Like they come to meet you there. Mm-hmm. But then there are other dreams we have, and it's more psychological or spiritual or something like that. But I'm going to let these gals tell us what they think.
I think that you have a lot of lucid dreaming, and you haven't identified it as that yet.
Oh.
And I think that you need to allow yourself patience by this card so that you begin to do just what Aley said. It's how do you feel about it? Be patient with yourself, and the answer will come to you through your intuition. So it sounds like you are a very spiritual person to begin with. So George is here.
Teri couldn't make it, so she sent George.
Right?
Yeah.
George is here.
Mm-hmm.
Your ancient wisdom
Mm-hmm.
is appearing and following you, and it's offering you
Mm-hmm.
glimpses of the future, understanding your past, where your own records lie, what has given you the character that you have, whether it's from this childhood or past lives. And I believe that you're having more lucid dreaming than you realize.
Yeah, I agree.
Right?
I agree. Well, she says this too. She had a vision of me drowning, and a voice spoke to her. That could have been a drowning from a past life, or it could be a message to be careful.
Right.
When you swim or where.
Just because it was there on the bottom of the card, all those bubbles with what you said.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now it is adventure.
Yeah.
But it's, your adventure is the lucid dream. Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Kel?
I think Bernadette, it kind of like what both of them said is, if it really resonates where it, you'll typically feel like, yeah, this was a past life. The drowning, I had a vision of drowning and a voice spoke to me. It does feel like it was a past life, and it would be interesting to know if you have a fear of water in this lifetime. I pulled water codes. Ancient wisdom, the intelligence is within you. And then I pulled manifest. And so, you have the ability. I really think that you are getting messages in your dreams, whether it's what's going on in this world or what's happened in the past. I feel like you're getting messages, and that you can manifest that even more by just letting the universe know. And then the ancient wisdom, and this was from the water deck, the Rebecca Campbell. Yeah, Aley, you gave me this deck for my birthday, and so the intelligence is within you.
Well, and that ancient wisdom right here in this card.
Yeah.
Profound. Ladies, profound.
Bernadette, are you a psychic? Everyone's wondering if you are. You had a vision of you as a nurse who helped women in the Middle East with miscarriages. Honey, you're remembering past lives. That's exactly what this is. Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
here come the kids.
We only usually take one dream per show from our people, but if you start writing these down and bringing one each week, you're going to have some more clarity about it. You're an untrained medium. You don't understand what's happening to you at all. Well, then you're waking up. They're waking you up.
Yep.
And the way they do it is they come at night. Yeah, they come at night and they say, "Hey, captive audience." Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Turn up the volume. We're talking.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
That's
so
amazing,
nothing to fear.
Bernadette.
Nothing to fear. And we're all here to help. Thank you, Barbara Bergman. I'm sorry I couldn't find it. You're opening up, and they all think you're gifted. So enjoy. It's because it says to use your intuition. There's the fish. Yep. Absolutely. You wake up drained. Well, you can ask your guides and spirits. Tonight I got to sleep. Kelly said that earlier.
Yeah.
Say, I'm tired tonight. I got to sleep. Maybe tomorrow. Whatever you need. Yep. Yes, and keep coming and bring them with you. We'll see if we dissect them. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing, Bernadette.
Oh, and Lauren, I didn't know that you were a mermaid in a previous lifetime. Wow, it's serious. Beautiful share, Lauren. Thank you, dear. Thank you. All right, so we've got Barbara Bergman, a family of praying mantises were building a nest over my kitchen cabinets in a dream. I'm sure.
In a
here.
dream or for real?
I think she means in a dream, but
Okay. Well,
I
I would
will
still-
wait and see if that's maybe not
Okay.
true. Yeah. Wow.
I love that because praying mantises are a type of
Mhm.
extraterrestrial,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and it was the first extraterrestrial I ever saw. It was somewhere around my 5th birthday.
Okay.
And, I mean, they're a creature of stillness.
But it was also like what Kelly saw running down the street, wasn't it? That time?
Oh yeah, I forget about that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we don't. We're not.
No,
gonna
we
let
don't.
you.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the great thing about talking about it, because otherwise,
Yeah.
I
you
would,
do forget. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
and the male only lives 28 days. He lives his whole 28 days to do only one thing, and that is to copulate once. So it's the female who gets the bad rap because she has to eat him, or they're both going to die, and then she can't lay the eggs.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh. Okay, Barbara, thank you. It was a dream. Yes. Hi, Tomas. It's nice to see you. Wow. I hope it's got nothing to do with you wanting to eat a male, metaphorically, getting mad at them or, yeah. Anyway, go ahead, Kel.
I got light initiation. That was the reason that they were there. I got a great teacher awakening and divine magic. And so, and then I got gratitude. So I would give gratitude to these praying mantises and know that they're bringing in light codes. They're upgrading you and just, yep. Thank you.
Right?
Have no
Barbara's
regrets, they're saying. No regrets. Everything
No.
has a purpose. Yes.
Fabulous. Well, Barbara's got a lot of stuff going on her land. And,
okay.
and she just built a fairy garden and she's getting involved with them. And this is the divine order, Barbara. You're opening.
Oh, it's that. Yes.
You've got
you love them in real life. Okay. No wonder then. You love the praying mantises in real life.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
your joy.
Right. Surrender and lean into it because it's coming to you. It's your gift. You have more than one. Don't worry about a niche. Do it all.
Do it all. That's it. Wow. So Robin, play love. Remember, I've been seeing a big golden sun and the rays disappear. And I was saved a plate of donuts. And the Lyran Lion King was there. On one occasion, I was fitted for goggles. They were brushed white, gold, or silver.
Whoa.
Wow. I like the donuts. Can I have a Boston cream?
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, because you're being open to receive. That's why you got that. Why you're getting that. You're becoming more open. Look what's at the top. There's it's on your bed, but it's above your bed. There's gold flecks. I love that. Wow.
I got, is it Anunnaki light codes?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Energetic shift, new information, and end of a cycle, which seems kind of appropriate for right now, being today is the 9/9 portal, the endings and whatnot. But an energetic shift coming in for you. And then I got ponder. So yeah, take this and I just totally lost what I was gonna say. Eat the donuts. eat the donuts. But no, the new information coming in the end of a cycle for you play. And I think you just embrace that and embrace that and embrace the new.
I got surrender. Lean into this.
Yes.
Right? Egyptian god Ra. And then I got fire, reinforcing the Egyptian god Ra and the sun that you saw, the big sun that you saw.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I got lean into it. It's a portal.
Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah. You got busy things
I love
going on
that.
there, Clay. You really
Yep.
do. Edward, did you mean to write 2020 or San Francisco, September 9th, 2020, the sky was orange? Or did you mean tonight? You know, like sometimes I'll put the wrong year in. Just let us know.
Yeah.
Either way, I'd like to check it out. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. So Eileen's got a few parts to this. She had to drive through heavy mud like muck, reach my job and asked my boss if I still had a job. And he said, yes. Our building has a rotunda and it was maniacal that was lowered down to about 2 floors above the floor to see through that all the buildings were functioning. So you could look through one building and see the other buildings all the way down that were functioning. All right. Boss said I still had my job. I drove back, going back through the muck, but I made it back to the beautiful home with Mom still in full charge, and she has Alzheimer's. And then I woke up. Does she really have Alzheimer's?
And did you mean maniacal because it was crazy the way it worked, or did you mean mechanical?
Oh yeah, maybe it was mechanical. Yeah. Aline, if you are here, it is 2020, Edward. Thank you, dear. Okay. Yes. It is maniacal.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Wow.
Aline,
Yeah, go ahead, Kel.
well, the muck, the first thing I was thinking of was, you're stuck, right? Stuck in the muck. And I pulled stagnant waters, feeling stuck, call for shifts, flow, and change. And then I got barriers. So I get the barriers are being released. And so, it may feel like you're stuck, but it's only temporary. And it's again kind of goes back to this energy that we're in right now, the releasing and letting go of it and feeling stuck, but you're not.
She was driving too. She was driving, and when you're the driver, you're in charge of your life, how you get where you go, and also the other thing I noticed was you kept asking, did I lose my job or do I still have my job? And so there's insecurity in there somewhere. Go ahead, Diana.
No, yeah, I mean, you're right. There's something that you have to revisit, right? But it is divine law with the way the floor goes up and down and how you can see things. And that is a divine message in itself, because how do we see things about our past? We get these visions, right? We have this innate feeling that this is real. I've been there before. I lived through that life. And then the last card I got was open doors. So if you go and revisit these things and ponder your dream yourself, you're going to begin to understand what doors you need to open in order to reach your own divine law, because you too are divine. And is your mom really?
Her mom, she says it started out in a beautiful 3 to 4 story house. Her mother was in charge, even though she has Alzheimer's. So your mom is in charge. You're in charge because you're driving.
Yeah.
And it was mechanical. It wasn't maniacal. So it was mechanical. So some mechanical thing lowered down in that building, so
which
she
she
could
probably had control of, right?
Probably.
And so so there she's driving 3 times, because in reality she's taking care of her mother.
Well,
and driving the car for her mom.
And you're going through the muck. You're having to go through the muck to get to a job, because you have to help your mom. You're in charge, but when you go back through the muck, you go back to this beautiful place and mom's still there and you're still really happy with that. So it has to do with some insecurity about mom and her illness perhaps, but also about how some things come out of our control. They're not in our control, no matter how much we want.
Right.
I'm getting here to request something. So I'm wondering if you need to request some help in some way, maybe for your, maybe you will soon. Yeah.
Right. And yeah, I mean, it's beautiful that
It
it's
is
so hard. I have a friend that is taking care of her husband under the same circumstances. And so what you have to do is going through the muck to take care of this and live this journey with them. Because you're the one remembering it. They're not. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So difficult.
I hope that helps you, Aileen.
Yes, request divine guidance.
Yeah.
Yeah, the divine law. Absolutely.
Yeah. Perfect. We got 3 more. 2 are comments with a question, and Maureen, Mary, and Sadie Clark. I see you here. If I missed anybody, please let me know. We usually try to wrap up at least by 90 minutes or so, and we've already 45 minutes. No, an hour and half. Oh, I don't even know. I'm terrible in math. All right. Anyway,
but you're great with the English language.
That's right. That's right. You have to be good at one thing. So I'll let the other gals talk about what they believe, but rose quartz is absolutely gorgeous. It's pink and it's the love stone is the best description. But Kelly, I know you know a lot, and Diana does too, about different stones. Did you want to say what is it used for? She's saying.
It can be used for healing your heart. It can be used for opening your heart chakra. It can be used as bring in love. If if you're needing love, you can use it to love, to love on yourself, for unconditional love. It, like Aley, it's really it's the love stone. I have a piece on my nightstand always.
Yeah.
Right. And it's also very calming.
Yeah.
It is
very calming. And when you are out of whack, it's the stone of synchronicity. Because when you're out of whack, what's the first thing you do is blame yourself or blame somebody else, but then you're yelling at yourself at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
And yes, keeping it in the bedroom is a very good idea. I have some side and the rose quartz.
I got a piece in here somewhere, but who knows where. But I've had it for a very long time. Yeah. And you can use it as a rough stone is just as wonderful as a polished stone.
Yep.
In fact, sometimes the rougher, the better, actually. So, yeah. So Mary Thornberry has an interesting question, and I love this because, particularly since you, Diana, also do Akashic Records. Do you think there's anything that has the power to erase the Akashic Records?
Nope.
No? Okay.
I don't. I think people can
lose access, maybe?
Well, I think that they disguise it so you miss it.
Okay.
But it is there. It is like someone trying to wipe out your ego. Nope. Can't be done.
Can't be done. Okay. Kel?
I agree. I don't think it's possible. I just heard set in stone.
Yeah.
Or in a book or in a field.
Yeah.
Or in a library.
There's that library, Mary Thornberry. This is the one that wasn't in Alexandria, Egypt, and didn't get burned down, but what do you got? Record. Oh my God, yes.
Oh yeah.
It's recorded. It's written in Metatron and Sandalphon. Absolutely know it.
Yep. I get reconnect because we already know everything in the Akashic Records, but we can't retain it probably, so we reconnect to it. Right?
Yeah, think about how much there is.
Oh.
Yeah. We have heads as big as a house.
Oh wow. You're welcome, Mary. Sadie had a dream about 2 black bears standing on their hind legs just behind the trees. They weren't aggressive. I kept saying, it's not unusual.
Nope, it's not, because bears do walk on their hind legs, and they can walk on their hind legs for quite a distance. And Native Americans call them brother bear for a reason, because they look like us when they're standing, but they are also canine, and they are like dogs. And when you befriend one, they're as loyal to you as your dog would be.
Mhm. Wow.
So these are your power animals, I would say.
That's true, Sadie. They you're, yeah. What is
The
it?
smallest bear of all,
Oh, yeah.
the raccoon.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Wow. Gail?
I looked up the black bear spirit animals, and it says it's an important time for meditation and introspect. Balance your activities with periods of rest. Don't forget to play. Allow any darkness you discover in yourself to teach you a lesson. And then I pulled a card, and it says, share your voice, come out of the cave, and expression.
Oh, how perfect, because that
You're
whole,
being called. Yeah.
right, the
Mhm.
Brahma bear lives in the crown chakra, right where the hole closes up from our baby skull.
Baby.
And
Yep.
it's the medulla. I can't remember the last part of the word.
It's not the fontanelle area, is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Where the fontanelle is?
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
also brings together your kundalini and all
Your Kundalini energy, right? Yeah. I agree with you. Have gratitude that they came to you and you weren't worried about them, because they wanted you to be not concerned that they are your spirit animal, which I don't, if you see one in the real world, I don't know that it would be smart to go to them, but the spirit world, they are there for you. So,
Right. And black bears live in community,
mhm.
and they live in community with humans.
True.
I
get
had
a lot
them
of them in
I
my
had
area.
them come here, and when I lived in Virginia, they were all over Manassas Park.
Uh-huh.
So it's your own natural protection.
Wow. That's
They're her
awesome.
protectors.
Yeah.
Mhm. So today, when I was on with JJ on Tuda Speaks, Linda Bishop came into the chat and said there was a fire going on in where she lives in Texas, and she lives in a motorhome park, and she was saying, it was catching fire, and there was a big boat that she has been seeing a gray wall for September. And she said, so today it was a fire. She says she's okay. The bus and the car is okay. She said it's possibly, it was the landlord's fault. Oh, the medulla oblongata, Diana?
Thank you. Yes.
Iron Fire Horse is saying. But I want to say that I'm glad that this didn't reach you. But yes, this is what dreams, this is a great example of what dreams show us. They just don't always show us all the details.
Right.
So Linda may be thinking, well, what's this gray wall? Has this got something to do with the culture? Does this have something to do with Texas? Does this have something to do with whatever? And so she had a premonition in this particular dream.
Yeah.
Oh, you got another one here. Let's see what you said about it. I don't see the second part of it. I see the third part of it. RV pulled out, but a window broke. Backlights melted. Lucky you. All right. Well, I didn't see the middle part, but Linda, I'm sure glad that it could have been a lot worse than it was. And I hope everybody else is fine. And Linda Bishop is she's very psychic. She's very intuitive. So, yeah. Wow. Mary Bear is inner potentials awakening, not those of others. Trust your own unique rhythm. This will bring honey. Ask.
I love that.
You seek. I'm sorry. Yeah. Woo. When the fiberglass boat was burning, the black smoke was awful. Oh, I believe that.
I can imagine.
Yeah. Well, ladies, we managed to get through them, and hopefully we satisfied some of you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And in great joy, because I just love this show.
I do too.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It because you guys are really the stars.
Oh, the chat is the stars.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
I agree with that. 100%.
You are too.
No. I just am part of the group. That's all I am. And
But yeah, we couldn't do it without them.
we couldn't. You got to bring people dreams, you know? So yeah, you got to have a place to come. Oh, thank you, Linda Bishop. Yes. I wish you well, my dear.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you. And thank you to all the new people who tuned in to us. We love you. And if you have not signed up, we have oil painter Diana Bowles, and all the information's in the chat. We have Callie Healer, myself, Aley, and Teri, who's not here, Teri Renner at Holding Your Space. And she does fabulous morning meditations.
Yes.
So check her out as well. And Tamitha the Mystic, hi, sweetheart. I'm glad you found your keys. I lost mine during my trip to the they were in the car. So yes, thank God. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Much
you.
love.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Sweet dreams.
See you next week.